So, Stephen D here from The Rock Show on Pure 24/7 Radio, and today I am joined by Jennifer Benson from the band Ignescent. Hiya, Jenna.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I'm very pleased to have you join us for this to talk about your band. So, in the first instance, I know that you spoke with Andy B, I think it was a year or two ago when we first started this station. So, do you mind telling us a little bit about your band and who you are?
Yeah, so we're from the Chicago area. We've been around for a few years. We recently, well, it was about like a year and a half ago, released an album through Frontiers Records. So we're signed with them. And we are actually releasing a brand new album we're working on currently. We're in the studio, and that should be out this summer.
Excellent. That's very exciting. Well, we'll find out a little bit more about that later on. So I'm very interested to know what musical influences have created Ignescent and, that you really enjoyed listening to growing up and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Well, some big influences on me are Skillet. I love them, their music and their message. Flyleaf is another one, in Lacey Sturm. I just really love the sound, and I love the heart of the band. And um, some other ones are, I mean, Metallica is a pretty cool band, of course. And Evanescence, I just love her voice and her melodies, but mix that with the hard music. So.
Yeah, all great bands that I myself have listened to very many times. Brilliant, brilliant music. Would you say there's an artist that your band is very similar to or that is greatly influenced by?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would say probably Flyleaf is the biggest one. Flyleaf, New Year's Day, and Evanescence. So probably those three.
Those sorts of things. Cool. We've played Ignescent on the Rock Show before, very much enjoying that music. Nice, hard, heavy lyrics, which I enjoy. And you mentioned you've got a new album coming out, which is very exciting. Let's hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah. We just signed a second album deal with them, like I think it was last month, and been in the studio, been co-writing with Jeremy Valentine and Brandon Wolf of the band New Year's Day. So we've been shooting ideas back and forth, co-writing with them. There's a new remake of a song that we did, and it's featuring someone I met in Europe last year. I just can't say who yet. I'm really excited about it, but that will be out probably this summer, either right before the album hits or soon after. So yeah, but we're doing some different stuff, co-writing with a few different people that we haven't worked with in the past, and I'll actually be in the studio next week again, recording vocals for some of the songs, and then there'll be a brand new music video out too. So we're just kind of just working on that in the studio and having fun. So.
Excellent. All very exciting. I love it when new music's coming out. I especially liked the song you did with Kevin Young from Disciple. That was brilliant. And I
Thank you.
love new music. It's good. I mentioned Ignescent a few times, but I know you may have talked about this before, but what is the name coming from? What does that mean?
Yeah. Um, Oddly enough, I kind of like I was trying to find something different that had the meaning and the heart behind what the band is. And I was just kind of looking through the dictionary and through the letter I's. And for some reason, this word ignescent popped out at me. And I thought, wow, that's kind of a cool name. And I read what it meant, and it meant to ignite. So I thought that was perfect just to ignite people's hearts on fire with our music and with our message. And so, yeah, it means to ignite and to spark.
Excellent. So you talked a little bit about your heart behind the band. Let's hear a little bit about that. What's the heart? What's the message that you want to bring to people?
Yeah. Well, some of it is, I struggle with anxiety, I struggle with depression, and I know a lot of people do. And so it's just, it's something I want to encourage people that they're not alone in this. We're all in this together, and that's what the song "You're Not Alone" is about too. And so that's part of the heart, and that they are loved and that God loves them. So I try to bring that message, in our concerts and in our songs, and so we're not just just a rock band, just to play rock music. I want to be there to encourage people, to help them. And, it's a crazy world we live in, and it's really tough times. I feel like things are getting harder and getting worse. And especially kids, a lot of times they don't have maybe that a good role model. Some of the music out there is just not great with the lyrics and what they're trying to portray. So I just want to be, a kind of band that is just something that's safe for kids and safe that their parents can bring them to, and something that's just going to encourage people and just love on people through our songs, and give them that message and that positive message. So.
Yeah, I love about this genre of music the way it gives a voice to people. I was reading an interesting review the other day about Linkin Park's latest album, and how a lot of their songs bring a voice that people recognize. They're like, yeah, I know what they're singing about. I get that. But then what I read about in this review is it doesn't offer a whole lot of hope, some of these songs. But that's where artists like yourself, Ignescent, bring some kind of hope that actually we've got an answer beyond just the struggles, anxieties. A lot, as you said, there's a lot out there that's not so good. And that people struggle with that, but actually we have some hope. And so it's great giving people a voice, which is a lot of these metal bands would bring, but you're going one step further and also giving a message of hope, which is very, very good. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. So very excited to hear you've got a new album coming out, all that sort of stuff. How can people find out more about your artist, your band? How can people follow you and listen to your songs, most importantly?
Yeah. So the best way would be to go to Spotify. Our album Fightin' Me is on there. So you can listen to that song you're talking about, Not Today by Ignescent, on Spotify. We have some previous EPs and singles that are on there too. Apple Music. You can go to Instagram, Ignescent Music Instagram, and then there's a link to the link tree in the bio. And that'll take you to, where our music is. It'll take you to some YouTube videos, to our merch. You can also go to ignescentmusic.com, click on the merch tab, tour tab, and just check everything out there. There's some music on there too. Most importantly, though, check out our Ignescent Bands in Town page, because that's being updated daily with our tour dates. We're going to be hitting a lot of different areas after the album releases. And so that's going to be constantly updated. So check us out there. Go to Ignescent Music Facebook and TikTok. And I think we have a Twitter as well. So
you're everywhere. Excellent. So there's lots of ways people can find your band, find out more, and all the rest of it. Thank you so much, Jennifer. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Pure Media, the magazine, is hand perfected with some of the finest writers from around the world that we could find. And yes, Andy B too. New editions are released just for you on the first Friday of every month, from our family to your family. Pure Media, the magazine, is available now. Sign up for free at puremediafamily.com/magazine.